Hello everyone, good day. Welcome again to my YouTube channel. But before anything else, I will introduce myself first. I am Sergeant A. Arwata from the Kapalong College of Agriculture Sciences and Technology or KCAST. So for today's video, I will discuss the domain number 6, community linkages and professional development of the teaching profession, which has consists of four strands. And this domain focuses on the ideal that classroom activities are meaningfully linked to the experiences and aspirations of the students in their homes and communities. This means that it is our role as a teacher or as a future teacher to establish school community partnerships aimed at enriching environment as well as the community's engagement in the educative process. Moreover, this domain expects teachers to identify and respond to opportunities that link teaching and learning in the classroom to the experiences, interests, and aspirations of the wider school community and other stakeholders. Furthermore, it concerns the importance of teachers understanding and fulfilling their obligations in upholding professional ethics, accountability, and transparency to promote professional and harmonious relationships with learners, parents, schools, and the wider community. To be specific, I will only introduce the professional ethics, which is one of the strands in this domain. So, when we talk about the professional ethics, it serves as a guide in practicing one's profession. It encompasses personal and professional standards of behavior. So, meaning to say, this lesson will help us to demonstrate an awareness of the existing laws and regulations that apply to the teaching profession, especially as a beginning teachers. It will help us understand the responsibilities specified in the Code of Ethics for professional teachers. So, we have three objectives in this lesson, which are the following. First is we will be able to understand how the Code of Ethics for professional teachers is being practiced. Second is we will be able to analyze the importance of the Code of Ethics to teachers and students. And lastly, we will be able to analyze the professional and social accountability of teachers. Then, to formally start, we have the education theory, the kind of teacher we are, and the way that we portray ourselves matters a lot to our employer, the community, and the stakeholders. As a role models, teachers are expected to embody good ethics, which is a fundamental requirement of a profession. Good ethics is based on moral principles and appropriate conduct that one should observe as a professional. So we have the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. Pursuant to the Section 6 of RA 7836, the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers was promulgated by virtue of the PRC Board Resolution number 435 series of 1997. In accordance with the preamble of the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers, teachers are referred to as duly licensed professionals who possess dignity and high moral values as well as technical and professional competence in the practice of our noble profession. We strictly adhere to, observe, and practice this set of ethical and moral principles, standards, and values. 'Di ba? As a teacher, we have the responsibility to push our learners to their full potential and to develop their personality. That's why we have a great influence in the lives of our learners. We are expected to be professionally competent in the practice of our profession. Also, we need to possess a good reputation not only in the school but in the entire community. So dako kay tag responsibility no, and having this big responsibility in the learning environment, dapat meron tayong guide which is comprehensively discuss the different expectations from a teacher para ma-aware tayo, especially as a beginning teacher. As I said earlier, this code of ethics is a guide of principles designed to help professionals act with honesty and integrity. It is a written set of rules and management to help teachers conduct their actions in accordance with its primary values and standards. It covers all public and private school teachers in basic education, technical vocational education, as well as the non-education. It also articulates the professional accountability or the obligations and responsibility of teachers with the state, the community, the teaching profession, the higher authorities in the profession, the learners, the parents, the business, and as a person. So, it is mandated in the Code of Ethics for professional teachers that we have the responsibility to interact positively with parents, community members, and other stakeholders of the school. So, sa parents, expected daw sa teacher na dapat na-adjud kay contact nila. Then, dapat mag-conduct kag meeting and be keep professional and most especially free from arguments. And if you have an issue with parents and even sa community members and stakeholders, dapat i-present in during meetings and conference. Also, expected in a teacher na dapat i-inform ang tanan sa mga programs, projects, and activities in the school. And in school, we are also expected teachers to collaborate with school administrators, co-teachers, and other personnel in order to provide a safe and friendly learning experiences for the learners. And as part of the DepEd organization, we are further expected to follow the directions and the instructions of our school administrator and higher DepEd officials. And lastly, being a teacher, we should consider our co-teachers and other personnel in achieving the goals of education. Dapat i-treat nimo with courtesy, considerations, and mutual respect. Dapat sad be punctual in the submission of office reports and other tasks to facilitate the completion of the work by the support personnel. Relatively, this set of ethical standards also serves as sufficient ground for the imposition against the erring teacher of the disciplinary action consisting of revocation of teacher's license or suspension from the practice of profession according to the PRC of 2015. So, this Code of Ethics raw ay isang batayan para malaman ang dapat gawin laban sa mga nagkasalang guro. For example, kung kukunin ang lisensya o suspensionin sa kanyang profesyon. So, dito rin natin malalaman kung ano ang dapat natin gagawin as a teacher dito sa Code of Ethics. And then, the teacher as a model should religiously practice the code of ethics for professional teachers to set a good example not only to the students but most especially in the teaching profession and the community that they serve. So, that's all for my discussion about the professional ethics, one of the strands in the domain 6 of the community linkages and professional development in the teaching profession. But before we end this video, I will give you an activity, or I will left you a question and you will only comment down below in your answer. So, based on your understanding and based on what you have learned in my discussion, how does the code of ethics influence the personal life of a teacher? So, comment down below of your answer, and thank you for listening, mabuhay tayong lahat.